Yo, what is going on guys, my name's Friend the Machine, and today guys I've got you another episode of how to get a nuclear medal on every single map in, of course, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Now today, we are going to be breaking down the map Fringe. Now today, Fringe is a really weird map to be honest, because it has the new movement system in Black Ops 3, but yet again, it's positioned, laid out, and the playstyle kind of plays like an older Call of Duty map. We'll get into this in a sec, but anyways, what I'm going to say first of all, if you're new to the series, I always do these on TDM or free-for-all. Minimalise the objective, because the objective is to kill in this game mode, not capture any objective, or deliver any objective, or protect any objective. It's just going to be today, and it always has been up to this point in the series, about the kills, so we don't really care about any objective based game modes I guess, so I'm going to be breaking down the map as best as possible without any objectives on it, but if I refer to any place on the map I'll probably use like the domination structure of the flags and stuff. So anyways, let's get straight into this. So the gun you want to be using on this map, like I'm using in the background, here is the class setup on screen right now, Blau, and I don't think I'll have a fancy card like that for every class setup in every video for this series, because we've got big maps in this series, we've got small maps, we've got medium maps, and we've also got a different structure on every map. So the structure for this map and the gun you want to be using to fit that structure is a gun like the KN-44, the Pharaoh, anything that has good close range like power and good medium to moderate range power and accuracy at the same time, because if you're shooting your gun you want to be freaking landing your bullets. So anything like the KN-44, the HVK, the Pharaoh, the Razorback, all them guns are really good, and even the Kuda to be honest, because that's got really accurate and that's probably one of the best SMGs in the game. Moving on to the basics of the map, we have a 3-laned map, so you can either go down one side, another side of the map, or through the middle, and I don't ever advise going through the middle. Obviously you guys know there's a lot of gunfire across this map, and it plays kind of like an older Call of Duty because there's two main dominant buildings and two windows that people sit at. You will find about 9 out of 10 times of playing this map that everybody flocks their attention, whether you're playing a complex game mode with an objective that's complex or not. Like say for a fact you have to deliver objectives and stuff, and you can actually switch up where the objective is going to go in the game anyways, like safeguard, because that's diverse as hell to be honest. But in TDM even, people sit in these windows, and to flank around these is really important because a lot of people actually go in here, and I've got many quad feeds, I've got many clips from people just sitting in these windows. And the best way to rush around the edges of the map, I mean when the G slide was there, I really liked the side where you couldn't wall run, like wall run good, where there was all that room to wall run, the walls were really high. You guys know what I'm talking about, like that corridor thing with a vehicle in the middle that doesn't move at all, and it kind of covers up a lot of you when you actually want to prone behind it or go behind it, and you can go in and out and weave around it. So I definitely recommend going through there, because let's face it, if you've got a narrow, like I don't know, sight of view on people where you can shoot them, it's always good, because then you might have an advantage on someone who doesn't have a good as gun as you, and then you might have a gun, well I'm suggesting to you guys to get a gun that's good, like the Razorback, the Kuda, the KN-44, the HVK, that has a lot of power and can deal a lot of damage effectively and quick at close, medium and moderate ranges, like I said before. The very last tips I want to give you guys is about the structure of the map and how to go about like kind of a psychological state on this map. I like to split it up into quarters, and I know this video has gone quick already, but if you can get like a head glitch or a good position to hold down so you can keep them behind their line where they're spawning at, and so your teammates don't push in. So you want to be going like away from teammates, because the enemies usually anyways, and where your teammates aren't, I mean that would make sense, because they're not going to be holding each other's hands like dancing around in daisies going yep we're friends now, we're not going to kill each other. They're not going to be doing any of that. They're like you, they're out to get the kills, and if you're playing TDM or free-for-all you're limited to the kills you can get. I mean I know in TDM your team contributes towards the kills as well as you do, so free-for-all it's kind of easier I'd say, because let's face it, at the end of the day you're relying on yourself, your own personal experience of the map, your knowledge and your gun skill, and obviously your hater in the sky, because that's such an easy step. And if you don't know the score streaks already, UAV, counter UAV and hater, or UAV, power core and hater, because the power core, it reduces the ability of the people on the enemy team to move as fast by, making their thrust not as long, so when they double jump, if they stood next to a teammate, like I said they wouldn't ever do, because I mean that'd be stupid, you're just going to kill people. But say if they did for this case, and say if they both double jumped at the same time, the teammate and the enemy would not go as high if you place the power core anywhere on the map. And I think that's really cool, because the movement system in this game so diverse, and you want to be maximizing the potential of that as much as possible and milking it to death. So the last thing I want to say is, if you're going to flank people and you find, you know, you're flanking too far and you're flushing them out too much from behind by making too much noise, and you're not using a suppressor, which you should do because I've got it on this class, you want to be like kind of flanking and then going and weaving into the middle of the map like near a dominant spot, which I call a third quarter, say from the other side of the map you're spawning at, and getting a good head glitch a good solid position so you can keep killing the enemies, and then they might even start spawning behind their own line where they started spawning, and then they might come back out, try and kill you, and you can just get your score streak so quick. So when you're doing that, you kind of control the flow if you get your hater in the sky, and if you get your hater this way by, you know, flushing out the flow, controlling it and everything, you want to be just holding that, and you basically, after that first hater of controlling the flow of the map, you've basically guaranteed yourself a nuclear. If you're not stupid, you actually know how to read a minimap, and you've got a good gun. And I'm definitely suggesting use Scavenger, because sometimes you get Billy No Thumbs on the other team where he has a 48 dredge with like a thermal scope or something, so that's not always good when you're rushing around the map and you want to be picking people off at close ranges, medium ranges and moderate ranges. So that's basically all I've got to say for today's video. If you liked today's video, slap a like down below and a favourite if you loved it, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're nearly at 6,000 subscribers and we're like 400 or so off, maybe at the time of this being uploaded, but I know we're going to get there soon, and especially after the support recently, the increase in my views, my subscribers and everything, the likes on the channel have been amazing. So I love you all, thank you all, I love all your faces. As usual, peace out.